Welcome back to engineering graphics class. Today's session we will discuss how to draw the isometric view by using isometric sheet, that is a manual drawing of different basic shapes like cylinder, cone, sphere. And that too in cylinder we have a two kind it will come. One is vertical placing cylinder and second one is horizontal facing cylinder. Those things we will going to discuss in the now. So first I will take an example of cylinder. In that cylinder, I will take the vertical placing cylinder. Now, when they will give the data like cylinder diameter they will give and thickness they will give. So I will take example here. I am not taking any problem dimensions. A general dimensions I will take it. First we will learn the technique. After that we will go to the problems. So I will general take the diameter 50 mm diameter, take a cylinder of 50 mm diameter and a 30 mm thickness. Draw the isometric view of that. Okay, let me start. Once we got the dimension, we need to take the diameter first. So whatever the diameter they give, we need to make a square frame for it. So diameter they give on 50, so we will take the 50 mm square frame like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And same way here these square frame will be drawn with the normal line. That means the thickness should be less. That is a thin line we have to do in 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this is for construction purpose. So that's why to construct with the normal line. After that we need to erase these lines. So that's why take it with the a thin line and you can finish it. After making the frame, next step, take the bottom corner and draw the line to opposite edge midpoint. Like we have to draw the line, and same way from the bottom corner to opposite edge, one more opposite edge midpoint. Like this, from one corner we have to draw the two lines to the opposite edge midpoints, and same way go to the top corner and draw the line to the bottom edges midpoint. So like this we have to draw it. So after finishing we need to identify four centers to draw the arc, like 1, 2 and this one is 3 and this one is 4. Okay, now we will draw the arc by using compass, and now we can make that arc thickness, that is actual cylinder view. In the what happens in isometric view, cylinder will be looks like a oval shape. So like first go to the bottom corner, make it as a center. After that go to the top corner here, you take the arc starting point and end up at the other end midpoint, like this one arc. And same way go to the top corner and do the same from the bottom midpoint to the other end midpoint we have to draw the arc. And then go to the intersection point, exactly at the intersection point make it as a center and draw the arc from one end to other end, like this remaining. And again go to another intersection point, take it as a center and draw the arc between these two. Like this we need to construct the one face of the cylinder, and then again we can construct one more face, that is the bottom face of the cylinder, by doing the same technique. And before doing that you can erase all these lines, construction lines, because we need not this one, so you can erase it. But the thickness they given, one from one corner we have to give the thickness, that is they given 30 mm. I'm example I'm giving 30, so from here we have to count 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, keep it that, and from this so we can make next one more frame for bottom thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, now we got one line, and then the rest of the things we can do it easily, so you can delete this. If you have a lines, no issues, but if the so many lines comes in a one page, so it leads to confusion. That's why we can erase this step by step. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then join by. Like this we need to construct one more square frame for the bottom face, and do the same thing what we did it for the draw the lines from the bottom corner to opposite edge midpoint, and same way top corner to bottom corner midpoint. Like this we have to draw it, and then so we need to take the compass and draw the arc by taking the four centers, and here you can make the line visible, that is a thick line we can draw it. So first arc you can draw it from here to here, and then intersection point take the center and draw the second arc, and then go to the top corner center, and from here to here you draw one more arc, and then the last arc between these two. Like this we need to construct the two faces, that is a top face and bottom face, and then you can delete all these lines. You can erase this, and then go to the we can take the line and visible line, draw the tangent between top and bottom face. So you can take the midpoint and draw the tangent, and same way other side also you can draw the tangent. After drawing the tangent and whatever the line comes inside this frame, you can erase this. So erase those lines, and now it will become a cylinder. Okay, this is how the cylinder will be constructed in isometric sheet. And next, so here we will discuss same furthermore in cylinders, how to place the cylinder in horizontal direction. In horizontal direction, how to place the cylinder. So when come to the horizontal direction, so again we have a two facing direction, that is one is left side facing cylinder, and then second one is right side facing cylinders. So we will discuss both. I will take the example the cylindrical diameter, because one of the problem is given like this. I will take the almost the same dimension, a cylindrical a cylinder of a diameter 30 mm diameter and the length 50, we will take it example. Okay, 30 mm diameter and 50 is the length. Okay, let me construct that. So when it come to the this one cylinder horizontal type, the two type, that is left side facing and right side facing. So I will start the left side facing here. So left side facing means we have to take the left side inclination line, that is 30°, and same way if you take the right side facing means right side inclination we have to take it. So let me do how it will be done. So the 30 mm diameter I given, same thing here also we need to construct the square frame of 30 mm, but we will not take the right side, but we will take the left side, that is this inclination line, like 1 2 3, and then next now we need to go the vertical direction, that is 1 2 3, and then again 1 2 3, and then come back down the vertical direction. See, so like this we need to take the frame, that this is the left side facing cylindrical slabs. Got it? And now next, same way, techniques is same, but the line direction is changing here. And next, how to take the two lines which we drawing the midpoints. Okay, now here left side facing we have to take the left corner first. Left, from the left corner opposite edge midpoint, this is the opposite edge midpoint, we have to draw the that is the lines, midpoint lines, same way here. Okay, got it? So first we have taken a left side, and then we have to take the left corner, and then opposite corner take it, and then draw the same thing to the line to opposite edge midpoints. Okay, and next after drawing these lines, and then final touch up is we need to draw the arc by taking the thick line. We have to draw the line should be darkened, and they take the compass and take the first the left corner as a center and draw the arc between these two midpoints, and then again go to the top corner center and draw the arc between these two midpoints, and then go to intersection point, and same way remaining here this segment you draw with the arc, and then last segment you have to draw the arc. Okay, this is one end of the face we did it, and same way we have to take the another face, but the length of the cylinder I given 50. So from any one corner, or you can take all the corners, that is up to our wish. You can take from here 50, we have to mark it first, 1 2 3 4 5. So this line is not needed, this is just if you measure it's enough, And now we will construct one more frame from here, like 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3, then 1 2 3, and then we will join back. Okay, now what we did it, the technique here, same thing we have to follow here. Take the left corner and from here find the midpoint and draw the line to that, and same one more time from the same corner to this opposite edge midpoint, and then from here opposite at midpoint means here 30 mm dimension they given. The midpoint you can take one and a half box. 30 means 3 boxes, you have to take the one and a half box as for the midpoint, and take one box, and of the second midpoint you have to take one and a half box, you have to draw the lines, and then again take the compass, and then we have to take the one center, bottom center, and draw the arc. This arc should be drawn with the visible line, that is thick line, we have to draw it, and then top corner, like this we have to draw the all the arcs like. And next, so next thing is finished. All these construction what we did, you can erase it, all the lines you can erase it, keep erasing. And the one last between these two circular face, we need to draw the tangent lines, tangent line. Those tangent lines should be the top end. You take the top end, keep the scale between these two the circular face, and draw the tangent line like top, and say bottom end you can take the endmost, keep the scale, you can get the endmost point, and then draw the tangent between these two. And then this is the inner face, this inside arc we can erase it, and take it, and you can erase the inside face. Now this cylinder become horizontal placed cylinder, and that too left side facing. And now next we will discuss now right side facing, how to face the cylinder in right side. For this also I will take the same dimension, that is 30 mm diameter and the length 50. So we can start it. Or this side, when it come to the right side facing, we have to take the right side this 30-degree inclination line. So from here 1 2 3, and then we have to go to the vertical direction, 1 2 and 3, then again 1 2 3, and then come back to the downside. And now for the right side we have to take the right corner for the drawing the line to opposite at midpoint, take it and draw the line to opposite at midpoint, and same way take it and opposite at midpoint. Midpoint is here 30, one and a half box, you can take it 3 boxes, in the mid is one and a half box. Like this you take the opposite corner and draw the line to opposite at midpoints. And next, so as usual, take the compass, and now the line, the final, this is the arc, should be drawn with the thick line. Take the bottom center and draw the arc between these two midpoints with a visible line, and then from the intersection point draw the arc between these two segments. So next, take the top corner center and draw the arc here, and now the last one we can draw it. Okay, this is how the first phase is finished. And then the next one is we can measure the 50, the length, whatever the length given we have to measure along this direction. Here I given 50, so we can take it 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and then again same thing we have to do it here, 1 2 3, then 1 2 3, 1 2 3, then 1 2 3, like this. Then same thing from here, take the center and the opposite at midpoint, draw the lines first, two lines from same center to opposite edges, two edges, same from top, draw the line to opposite at midpoint, bottom two edges, you have to draw it. And next, so as usual, take the compass, and then the line should be drawn with the thick line. First take the bottom center and draw the arc between midpoints, and then again top corner you take it, draw the arc between these two midpoints, and then intersection point you take its center and draw the arc here, and then same way take the another intersection point center and draw the arc. So like this you have to draw the arc, and then the last, before joining these two, a circular face with the tangent line, you can erase all the construction lines what we drawn here. So we can erase it because these are the not needed with the final view, so we can erase all the things. And now this line, tangent line, keep the scale at the endmost of these two circumferences and draw the tangent line, and the tangent line should be drawn visible. Same way, bottom endmost point, keep the scale and draw the tangent line to this also. And once the finished, this is the inside, it will come, this curve for surface will come inside. You can erase this, so erase it, and now it is completed. So like this, so horizontal resting cylinder, that to right side facing. So like this we will discuss the two kind of in horizontal placing cylinder. And next we will discuss how to construct the cone. To construct the cone, the same thing, only thing is we need to construct the only one face of the cylinder. So for example, I will take the dimension, cone of diameter 50 and the height of the cone is 60. Okay, let me construct that. Same thing, once we got the diameter, in any circular thing comes, once we got the diameter, first we need to construct the square frame of same diameter what they given. I have taken a 50, so I need to construct the square frame of 50 mm, that is 5 boxes. From here 1 2 3 4 5, and same way 1 2 3 4 5, count the 5 boxes and keep the scale, and you can draw the lines with respect to the 5 like this. And same technique, from go to the bottom corner and draw the opposite edge midpoint. 5 boxes means 2.5 box is a midpoint, measure 2 boxes and the midpoint of that, draw the line to opposite edges from the corner. Like this we have to draw the total 4 midpoint lines we have to draw, and then take the compass, and then from here to the take center and draw the arc between top two, and then take the top corner center and draw the arc between these two, and then take the intersection point as a center and draw the arc between these two, and then last. So like this we have to draw the arc. After drawing the arc, you can delete these lines, and now we need to get the midpoint. To get the midpoints, you can either draw the diagonal lines or midpoints. So you can draw the diagonal line from here to here, you can draw the diagonal line, and from top to bottom you draw the diagonal line, and this is the midpoint. From the midpoint we need to give the height. I given 60, so I need to count 6 boxes from the midpoint. Here 1, here I got the midpoint at the intersection, the corner rainbow shape here midpoint. So like from here to here 1 boxes, 1 2 3 4 5. So like this you have to give the height 5, you can draw the line, or you can just count it and you can put the dot, that is also enough. And next, after finding the top apex, and now draw the tangent from the apex to this cone bottom surface. So like this, one end you can draw the tangent, and same way from top corner to opposite edge here other side you draw the tangent. Once the tangent is finished, and then you can delete all the construction lines what we have drawn, and the frame you can delete it, and then only thing is here the inside portion of the cone, this will not be seen, so you can erase this. So like this we can construct the cone. And next we will discuss the sphere. When it comes to the sphere can be constructed very simple. The sphere is constructed very simple. That is, we know that sphere is like a, you can take example of ball. Any direction you rotate the ball, the shadow will be look like circle only. So, and that too here it will not be change its dimension. It will, the shadow will come with the true length only. So that's why while constructing the sphere, we will take the actual dimension. For example, if the sphere is they given sphere of diameter 50, so we need to measure the 50 mm from the scale, not in the isometric. We should not measure 5 boxes. Getting it? We should not measure the 5 boxes. we need to measure 5 centimeter in scale. That is the only thing we have to do it in sphere. So don't measure the 5 boxes and draw the arc. So we have to take the normal scale. That means 50 mm diameter means we have to take the radius 2.5. Okay, that means two and a half box. You should not measure two and a half box from here and draw the arc. Don't do it, never do it. We will come to know when you take the two and a half box and if you draw the arc, we will come to know you are not taken the actual dimension. You are going to lose the 10 marks, because I told that in isometric each shape will carries the 10 marks. So unnecessary you will going to lose the 10 marks. That's why while drawing it, take the actual 2.5 centimeter. Depend, if they give diameter 50 mm, we have to take the 2.5 centimeter or 25 mm. And if they give diameter 30 means you can take 1.5, like depend upon the data what they given. I am giving example here 50 mm diameter, so I need to take the radius to 25 mm, that means 2.5 centimeter in the scale, normal scale. Okay, take it and we will draw it. So when it take the actual dimension, so this will come more than that. We know that conversion factor, it will come more than that. And once you finish the circle like this by taking the compose, once you finished, you can see it here like 1 and 2.5 more than that it is coming. So like that we have to construct a sphere. This is just a drawing the circle. That is simplest. That is for, if you draw this one, you can get 10 marks easily. If they give any problem like a sphere is placed on a cube, if you take actual 25 to 25 mm from the scale and if you draw it, you will get 10 marks easily. If you make that small mistake, instead of taking 2.5 and that means 25 mm in the scale, instead of you count the 2.5 boxes and you draw it, you are going to lose the marks. That is, you have to take care in that. This is how all the different shapes we learn it, how to construct the cylindrical slab, that two vertical placing and horizontal placing, and horizontal placing two faces, left and right faces, and we discuss the cone, and then last one is sphere.